Hi, everybody. I'm Karen Respecki from reCAP Mason Jars, and we are in the final countdown of our Kickstarter project, the fermentation project that includes, let's see, a set of fermenters, set of one for $15, a set of three for $35, super deal. A starter kit really that also includes the mason jar for $35, and then the Aperitivo set, which will show you in more detail later. It's a beautiful set of Italian mason jars with the fermentation and guidebook on making your own Italian happy hour. So we're going to make 3 fermentations today. I don't know if you can see the board: honey garlic, hot sauce, and ginger carrots. This is the first time that we've made honey garlic. That's what I'm going to start with. I made a hot sauce a few weeks ago. It turned out really well, and we're going to use different peppers this time. So we're going to wing it and make something new, create a new recipe live. And then finally, we will end with the carrots and ginger, and that will be, again, something new that we haven't done before. I'm very excited to do that. In the meantime, as people pledge or ask questions, we have the reCAP team here. You can't see them. Hi, guys. Hi. Megan and Julianne and Jade are here to help. We'll be answering your questions. Please ask, and if we don't know, we'll make a note of it and get back to you. So let's go ahead and just jump in. Actually, one of the first things I wanted to show you is a garlic hack. Just put your garlic in a mason jar. This one happens to be a pint. You want some room for it to shake. Put a flip cap on it. You can flip, and really just shake. And as you shake, it helps to take off all the coverings. You know how difficult that can be, especially fresh garlic. This is very fresh. It's very sticky. And so this is going to help us remove those layers. Can you hand me a bowl to put the icky parts in? Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Hey, Karen, real fast. We have our first question from Julia. Julia, thank you so much. Julia wants to know if the jar that you are using is included in the Aperitivo gift set for $60.
Yes, beautiful question. So the ferment that we're making with honey garlic does have the Italian Bormioli jar, because I thought it would be perfect for the honey garlic. It is adorable, and it looks like it's just under a pint. We have, I think these sizes are listed in Kickstarter, so you can look them up. So yes, this one's included. Plus we're going to be doing the other ferments we'll also include the jars that are in the Aperitivo. So the Aperitivo set includes this 1.5 liter. It's between a quart and a half gallon. Beautiful jar. I did a salsa in this. It was amazing. And then this jar is closest to our pint. It's 17 ounces, so it's just over a pint. And again, this is the Italian jar, our equivalent of a pint. So again, for Aperitivo, it'll be 1 wide mouth, 2 regular mouth. And actually, you'll get 1 fermenter, but otherwise, this is the set you get. You'll get the black quart cap. You'll get a flip, which isn't here. Oh, you'll get the flip, and you'll get the another regular mouth quart cap. So. Side. All right, so in this process, this is actually the longest part of the process, is just preparing the garlic. And as you'll see in our other ferments that we do, that's really it. Chopping the vegetables, cleaning them. That's really the crux of the time. Just before this segment, Monica, who is our ops leader here at reCAP, she created a ferment. Oh yeah, go get it. She created a cherry tomato ferment, and it looks fabulous. Yes. So actually, and this is a good example, for those that are getting the $25 reward, we call this a venti. It's 1.5 pints. This is the jar that comes with it. And then it comes with a wide mouth pour of the fermenter. So actually, this exact, other than the cherry tomatoes inside, this is exactly what you would get for that starter kit, that 25. It's gorgeous. I'll just put that aside somewhere. That turned out really nice. I'm going to go ahead and shake these again. So I was able to take a lot of that outer covering off. And if you shake a little more, it really just takes it right off, the skin's right off, and makes it so easy to cut and peel. And all I'm going to do is really fill this up and pour honey on it. And that is a honey garlic ferment. So very cool. Any other questions we have while we're waiting?
Nothing right now.
Okay. Oops. This is, if you have honey by itself, of course it has, it's shelf stable. It doesn't ferment on its own. But by adding the garlic, it introduces the water, if you will, the liquid that actually starts that fermentation process. So you don't need anything else. You don't need a brine or salt. It's really just the honey. Now, in the instructions I've seen from other people, they mention that the garlic's going to float, which I guess is expected. And they turn the jar over. So they keep, every day they monitor it and help to submerge the garlic. But what I'm going to do is try out a hack that I just thought of recently and used it on another ferment. And you know how you get these little ball whisks with different products, or you can purchase them. I'm going to use this to help submerge it. Like I said, I used it on a different ferment before, and it worked really good. So we'll see. So this is like the hardest part, and we might want to start getting ready for our peppers, because yeah, the maybe you want to come help with the garlic so we can get it done and move on to our next one. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably all we'll need is one more. I'll just keep cutting. And we're leaving these whole. You can also cut them finer, but I think leaving them whole is fine. And timing, I've seen people ferment them for various times. So what we're going to do, since this is our first time, we're going to check it in a week. And if it looks like it's something we want to taste test, we will. Then we'll go probably 2 weeks and 3 weeks. So we'll probably taste it once per week until we know what it tastes like and what to expect and how long, you know, worked for us. Very difficult when you, I mean, it's easy to get recipes online and to get tutorials and get people's comments and instructions, but everybody's different. The thing about fermenting is according to the taste you like. So it doesn't necessarily mean it's the taste everybody else likes. So that's why it's really good to taste test. Super healthy. A lot of people have been saying when they feel icky, like they're coming down with a cold, they'll eat garlic, which sounds a little harsh. But I think having it done in the honey is going to make it delicious.
Really good. Honey's good for you too.
And honey's good for you too. So I need this now. It's not going to ferment quick enough for me. So, yeah, and it gets real sticky, doesn't it?
Yeah, let's take the peeling off.
Which if we shook it longer in the jar with the reCAP, it actually takes all of this off. We're trying to really speed this process. Shake it. And yeah, I think if we finish off that, that'll be enough.
Use the rest for the hot peppers.
Oh, that's right. We definitely need some for hot peppers. So we're really excited to complete the project. We are in process of assembling everything, and we hope to be ready to ship by the end of November for everybody's award.
Christmas. Time for Christmas.
Yes, which is very cool. Let's just close. One more, and then I think I'm going to wash and rinse them. The one thing I will reiterate is to make sure everything's clean. That takes almost as much time as the vegetable prep. We cleaned everything prior to starting here. All your utensils, cutting board, jars, of course, everything has to be thoroughly cleaned. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and rinse these and start the process of putting them in the jar. Get this out of here.
Hey, Karen.
Garlic's messy. Yes.
We have a question. Should the jars be cleaned with soap or vinegar prior to fermenting?
Yeah, you know, soap and water and rinsed really good is good. I mean, you can, if you're concerned about getting all the soap residue out, you certainly can rinse in vinegar, but it's not necessary. When we did the beer ferment a couple days ago, we were told about a product that helped clean utensils. We will post that online. We're going to get some of that, and we're going to post it online so that everybody can use that. It's a great way to make sure that everything that you have is really clean. So I'm going to step away for a second and rinse this off, and I will be right back. Okay. Yes. Okay, so we are ready to load this in. Again, my hands are super clean. I wash them after every time I touch things, only because, again, we're trying to keep everything really clean. It's going to grow good bacteria. So as you can see, how far I have this filled. And now it's really just a matter of pouring the honey on it. I purposely decided for this first one, I'm dying to put some spices in this. But I'm purposely not for the first one. Because it's the first one, I want to taste it like this as a baseline. And then future ones, I will probably experiment by adding different spices. This honey is fabulous. It's local, so it's pure, raw, local honey. It's from the locust tree, and it is fabulous. One of the best honeys that there really are, black locust trees. Actually, we use the reCAP pour frequently with the honey. I actually even we have a pump, reCAP pump, that we use with an adaptive cap. That can work too. The pour cap's awesome. The other thing you can do is pure honey oftentimes will crystallize. It's just part of the honey process. And so another cap that's great for honey is the flip, so that you can spoon it, or if it does crystallize, you can get at it easier. So lots of options. I love honey. Making sure that it's covered. Key is to make sure that everything is submerged, and yet you want a little bit of head space so that as CO2 releases, that it doesn't come bubbling up through the fermenter.
Hey, Karen.
This is looking good.
Another question. Do the flip and the pour caps come with the Aperitivo?
Yes. The Aperitivo, actually this is almost perfect. Let's see. The Aperitivo comes like this. Not this jar, this jar. So if I had this cap, so this is what comes in the Aperitivo.
Scooch it over a little bit.
Oops.
This way.
Scooch over. So the Aperitivo comes with this little, I'm going to call this a little honey jar now, because this is perfect for our honey. So it comes with this small jar, the close to a pint, 17 ounces versus 16 ounces, so close to a pint jar. And this is between a quart and a half-gallon jar. And it comes with the reCAP flip, as well as the regular mouth pour and the wide mouth pour with the fermenter. It also comes with, and I don't have them here, 2 screens, small screens and a large screen that's an attachment to this that turns it into a shaker. So shaker attachments come with this as well. This is looking fabulous. Yes. Yep, it definitely does flow. So I'm going to try again. This is experimentation. I'm going to do my hack. Let's see if I can get this to submerge.
Hey, Karen, we have another question.
Yes.
Would the screens work as a sprouter?
I've heard that they do. I've never sprouted myself, but I heard that they do. So it'd be a good thing to test out. What we can do is try to see if anybody has done it and share some pictures with us. So, let's see if it's working. Something to submerge. And we'll put that on tight. So this is ready. As you can see, filled with garlic and honey. We're going to keep this garlic submerged. The reCAP pour with the fermenter on top. And in masonjars.com, our website, we sell tags. This one's adorable. It has the deer with a heart, says love. And on the back of it, what I wrote was honey, garlic, and the date, so that I can remember. And then I'm probably going to give this as a gift. I think we're absolutely gonna taste test this, but I might want to give it as a gift. And so I have made with love tags. So it's nice to tag them. In fact, we were just trying to ferment the other day, and without putting some sort of tag, you easily forget when you did it. You can use a marker, and I have used a marker on the jar, and I've used markers on the caps as well. However, they seem to rub off on the jar. So I love the tags. They're really nice. You can put down what's in it. It's really a nice way to do it. So that's it. That's the honey ferment. Again, the longest time was taking the skins off the garlic. Once you put it in and you have some really great product, local raw honey, the hard part now is going to be waiting, because we're gonna want to taste test this. So let's go ahead and put this aside and start with the peppers. Because
Start the hot sauce.
yeah, let's start the hot sauce. And do we have another cutting board? Oh, yeah. There it is. Yeah. So let's get a couple of cutting boards going. Our camera's not working.
Just have to take a minute. See the videos off of it.
Oh. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and look this over. So now we're going to get started on the peppers. And Megan went and picked out the peppers. You want to talk about which ones you picked out?
Yeah, sure. So I just went to Wegmans and I grabbed a bunch of different kinds. I don't really know anything about peppers. So I just kind of went crazy, but we got some just yellow peppers. These ones are not very hot, kind of or mild. These are the red Fresno peppers. And I looked it up, and these are kind of like the heat of a jalapeno. So those would be good. And then the hottest ones, or actually not the hottest, but these are Serrano peppers, chili peppers, and they're a little bit hotter than the jalapeno. So I got a good range. I also got some habanero peppers over there.
That's right.
So that we're gonna, those ones are really hot, so that'll be good. And then a bunch of just bell peppers to kind of add some flavor, hopefully. So.
And then we're gonna stick to the same color theme. So
Yeah,
that,
we're gonna color coordinate them. So. Yeah.
which would look beautiful fermented mix, but then when you blend it, it's
kind of probably look icky.
yeah, it doesn't look the same. So great. Two-part process. So just like we did the beer the other day, the original fermentation process, beer is really a three-step process. So it's going to take us two more major steps to get through the final beer making. The hot sauce is a two-part process. So first we will ferment the peppers. Then, based on how much time we plan, how much patience we have.
Yeah.
Then we will blend it and turn it into a hot sauce. So two-part process, but super easy.
Yeah, and we're gonna do it in a bunch of smaller jars, so we can taste some and then give some as gifts too. If we need it. Yes.
And what I'm doing is cutting the peppers, the sweet peppers, in a manner that they're going to be really chunky so that we can use it instead of having a weight. So one of the most important parts of fermenting is to make sure that the vegetables are submerged. And we've been doing it through the vegetables themselves and through hacks like you just saw us using a little whisk. You can also do it, actually, we just made the cherry tomatoes today in the venti jar, and it's a wide mouth. And on top, it's probably hard to see, but we took a 4-ounce regular mouth jar, they call them jelly jars a lot of times, and used that as the weight. It works as a perfect weight. It turned out, beautiful. So if we keep these peppers big enough for the top, it'll keep everything submerged, and then we don't have to worry about it. We don't want anything popping up on top of the brine.
And if you're doing something leafy like cabbage or something, you can just use a big leaf to put over, hold everything down. That works well.
Okay. So what's the project at right now?
Let's see here.
Just slice this way, right?
Yeah. You know what? It doesn't matter because it's all fermenting. So you're going to keep the seeds in?
I don't know. I'll probably take them out. If you want it to be really hot, you can leave the seeds in.
Or you can mix it up.
Out,
yeah. So it's just a
little of each.
Yeah, they'll blend right up. Banana peppers probably won't matter so much, but the habanero, I don't know about that.
I'll probably take those out.
So with 32 minutes remaining, we are at a total pledge level of $26,430.
All right, that's fantastic.
I'm counting.
Counting. That's great. The reason we didn't pre-make everything, which you see a lot on, well, most videos we do, of course. We have everything staged, ready to go. But what we wanted to do is actually show actual time to complete a ferment. And again, because the actual cutting up of the vegetables is the most time consuming, this will show you how long it takes to actually get through these ferments, and you'll see you can actually get a lot done.
Yeah, like 3 in an hour.
Yeah. So not too bad. The only thing we prepped ahead of time was cleaning up everything.
Yeah,
so washing, getting everything out. But that's it. So this is as close to real life as you will get. Maybe I'll do this one too. I don't know if I'll need it. Yeah, maybe 2 jars. So okay. Let's see. And you're using all these jars, right?
Yeah.
So
I'll do a bunch.
It's awesome.
So colorful.
Beautiful. I think I'm going to start on the carrots. Okay, just to make sure we can get everything done. Oh, you'll need some garlic too.
Yeah, I think I got garlic somewhere.
Here. There's a little shaker.
Oh, I put it around the edge there. That paper towel.
How much garlic do you think you'll want? I think we put, you're going pints. Probably 3. Maybe 2.
Yeah, maybe 2.
You decide.
We have enough.
Oh, with more than enough. We have to get this done in time. Pressure's on.
We should have a big countdown clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so we need a big countdown, and maybe we do need a clock in here.
Just saying.
Just give us like 5-minute increment warning.
All right, I will.
Doing the habaneros now.
Do you want more help, or you good?
This is about it.
This is it. It's
Okay.
it's a matter of just putting it in the jars. I can make up the brine.
Oh,
So let me get the garlic ready for you. So you're gonna make 2 of each? Is that what you're thinking?
Yes, I have 5 jars, so make 2 of the green, probably 1 red, and then
Oh yeah.
2 with the orange.
That would be great. So if anybody's just joining, we're in process of making hot sauce. The first phase is to ferment the hot peppers. And for flavor, we are adding 1 sweet pepper, colored sweet pepper to each ferment. It's gonna be fabulous.
Starting to smell the hotness of
Oh
these.
yeah.
Choking me up a little.
I made a hot sauce, so my brother and I made hot sauce a few weeks ago, and I don't like it as hot, so I did it with habanero. I did it with the poblanos, which are actually pretty mild, and then he did it with the jalapenos, and his was actually more flavorful. I don't think I would do it again with. It was almost all poblano. It had a sweet pepper in there, had some garlic. Did you see put herb in that? Oh yeah, I did. I put some dill in. I did put some herbs in. But quite frankly, it was not as flavorful as the jalapenos with the sweet pepper and garlic. His was definitely had a much nicer flavor. So I think these will be really flavorful.
Yeah, that's what's nice doing a bunch of little jars. We can kind of test out which ones we like and document what goes in each one so we know the next time.
Yep. So not bad.
Some seeds, but not all of them.
I think these live streams need to start to figure out a way to get the smell transmitted through the camera, because man, it smells so good in here.
It does. Garlic and peppers. Subtle honey.
And the beer smelled so good the other day.
Oh my gosh.
All the hops and
That smell of it fermenting together.
yeah,
It was awesome.
that'll be the next thing in technology.
I hope so.
Yeah, smelly vision.
Scratch and sniff.
You'll see it on Kickstarter someday.
Yeah. That's a great idea. Okay, hopefully I have enough. Look for you. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna rinse the garlic. These were all clean, so we're good there. Everything has to be clean, so. Let's see. I'll rinse this for you.
I'm going to start throwing some into jars. Sorry for the red ones. Just going to chop these peppers. Let's see. I'm going to put these ones in first because they're smaller. Things of garlic. You want to pack them down as much as you can. And then put the bell peppers on top. I have a cousin who likes things like as hot as you can get them. So if this turns out, I'll probably give him one as a gift. I hope he's not watching.
Yeah, so not only does the Aperitivo gift set itself make a great Christmas or holiday gift, but I mean, you can buy it for yourself and make a whole bunch of stuff to give out as gifts.
Yeah.
It's a great starter kit, great way to get into fermenting and all that.
It's a great thing to experiment with, and you have like a bunch of whatever veggie that you have that's going bad, just throw it in a jar with a bunch of stuff and see what happens.
Yeah, that's basically it. I mean, fermenting is so easy. It's crazy.
I'm going to try to put this big piece in that's hot.
As you squish them down, everything really hard.
Everything's packed down. That works perfect. That's not going anywhere.
Yeah. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and
the brine.
Let me get the water. You can start doing some waters if you want.
All right, so here's one ready for brine. Let's see, we're gonna do the green peppers in these jars. I already got the tags on them with the date, so we remember.
And we're doing 3 tablespoons of salt per quart of water.
The wide mouth is so nice because you can fit your whole hand in there to pack things down. It's easy to clean.
Salt, we're using real salt. It's ancient, all natural sea salt.
From the sea, didn't it say that?
It said, what was it? It was really funny. Millions of years ago, the salt in this bottle was part of a pristine sea. But I love real salt. It's Redmond real salt. Love that. You know, I also use Himalayan sea salt. But you can also use just regular table salt. It's going to work. But it's nice to get something that's unprocessed. Ideally.
Just make sure there's enough space at the top of the jar so that they can be submerged.
It's looking good.
The peppers work really nice as weights, especially when they're nice and crispy.
Do we want to do 2 of them? And then I'll get more. Sure. So the trick is to cover it completely with brine so that nothing is popping out, and leave a head space because it's going to bubble. And we have some really good examples we've found of folks that filled it too much, didn't leave enough head space, and it bubbled over. We didn't do it, so we found some online of others that did that we'll be sharing. So we're going to put together the ebook download, and we're going to share as much as possible on things that we've learned.
Yeah. So here's the reCAP fermenter. It's the airlock and the stopper. The most important thing is you just want to make sure you put the airlock in the right way because it's a one-way valve. So you want the air to leave the jar but not go in. And there's a little arrow on here that helps you out. You can also tell by looking, the bottom is kind of flat and this top is kind of like a dome over it. So we have instructions online and comes with some instructions. And just stick it in there. See if it's bubbling already. And that's it. This one's good to go. Karen said you should ferment it in hers for like about a week before we did the next step. So that's ready to sit for a week.
Hey, Karen, we have a question as to when we will be shipping the Kickstarter Art of Aperitivo gift set. Do you think it will arrive in time for Thanksgiving?
No, it's not going to arrive in time for Thanksgiving, but it will arrive by Christmas. We expect to actually start shipping the week after Thanksgiving. So if we could actually ship the early birds prior to Thanksgiving, we will. So those of you that did get the Aperitivo gift set through the early bird, those will be the first ones that ship. We're going to shoot for shipping those the week of Thanksgiving. So it's unlikely, we can't promise that anybody would get it before Thanksgiving. That's a good question. You're going to smell this ginger and want it in your peppers.
I smell it already, yeah. I was like, what's that?
We'll have to do that next time. Or you could do it now if you want to put. Do you want to put one in now?
Yeah, might as well.
Which one?
I'll do this green one because I already did.
Yeah, so it'll be a little bit different. Let's figure out. Actually, this piece is nice. What's that?
Flop that in there, see what happens.
Put it on your label so we remember.
Yeah, yeah.
Otherwise, it's too hard to remember. That's what's great about these tags. Again, you can find them on masonjars.com with other stuff. We will be, as soon as the Kickstarter is over, we will be, well, we are taking pre-orders. We'll ship them. We'll ship the masonjars.com orders after Kickstarter orders, but there are other things for sale on there. The tags being one of them.
And lots of different designs for the tag, so you can find whatever you want.
So with 15 minutes to go, we just got our 626th backer. Thank you so much.
Woo!
And
awesome.
We do have another question. Would you consider possibly publishing the ebook earlier so I could get ingredients together?
So we actually will publish the Art of Aperitivo ebook. I could potentially do that now.
Yeah. Tonight?
Tonight. We could probably do that this weekend. We will be sending out the survey on Monday to everybody. And so the download will definitely be ready on Monday for the Art of Aperitivo. The fermentation download is going to be longer because we are really testing everything. We're not just grabbing recipes and photos. Everything in there is going to be tested, whether it's from us or somebody that we trust. And that takes time. So I'm thinking that'll be ready, it'll be ready in December for sure. The specific fermentation download.
Yeah, and we're trying to include a lot of unique fermenting recipes, not ones that you see all the time. Sauerkraut, different ones like these, hot sauce.
Yeah, the honey garlic, and then the honey, the ginger, carrot ginger. So we're trying to do some that are really easy but unique. All will be tested by us. Did you want some more garlic?
I'll put it in one of these. I'm doing now the probably gonna be the hottest one with the habanero. Put a piece of ginger in that one. Be interesting to see how that's going.
That was a garlic.
Oh. Okay, yeah, there's one's a garlic.
You had garlic.
Can't have too much.
Not with the habanero. Yeah, the other part with the fermentation ebook, what we're trying to do things that just aren't already out there. We're going to have a section called regrets. So we're going to try to show as many failures as possible. And we're going to try to experiment with some failures. I haven't had a failure. The reCAP kitchen had one failure when we first started. We got the 3-piece water airlock, used it with the reCAP, but the folks that were doing it did not put water in the airlock. They didn't know, and the instructions didn't tell them. And you know what? They should, because you can't assume.
You've never done it before.
Yeah, you haven't done it before. You have never used an airlock. How would you know? So I don't think we actually have pictures of that, so we might recreate that one because I think that's a common mistake. I would think that would be a common mistake for somebody new.
Unless they're using our fermenter, which doesn't require water.
That's right. Then you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. Those good to go. Mix them up with brine.
Okay. Do you want me to make some for you? Okay. You probably need maybe 2 tablespoons in there now.
Okay.
Yes. Boy.
Yeah, it gets in there.
Yeah, I can.
It's super gingery in here right now.
The ginger and the hot pepper.
Oh man. I hope by just cutting it and feeling it that we're getting some benefits.
Shake up more brine for my last 2 little jars. And we were just saying earlier, with all the ferments you could have going at the same time, it'd be like, they're so pretty. They'd be nice to display like on a shelf just in your house.
They are so pretty. You get so many different colored vegetables. It's a rainbow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so beautiful. I love the look of habaneros so much that I can't eat them. I wish I could eat them. Is that your last one?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh gosh.
It's faster than I thought it would be.
It really wasn't bad at all.
These are really cute little jars. The hottest.
Oh, right. So that's a good idea. Does it work with the sweet pepper on top? Good.
Yeah, the pepper works really nice as a weight if you just cut it the right size. It keeps everything below the water. I don't have any problems with mold. Just like that, and 5 jars of hot sauce.
Oh my gosh, that's great. That's beautiful. Can you see them on?
Yeah. Yeah, we can. Yeah, why don't let's move the garlic honey to the other side of the cherry tomatoes.
Okay.
So you can see it a little bit better. Oh, no, I meant like
This one all the way over there. Yeah.
Just
all the way over. Is that good?
No, but that works. But now that now you can't see the tomatoes.
You can't there. Oh, I know.
Perfect. Beautiful.
I almost forgot to put a fermenter in this.
Oh my gosh. I might have done that.
Did you do that?
I might have done that.
The fermenter.
I did.
Okay, so great. If you want to shake that off, I'm going to go ahead and use that to go to the next step.
We have 7 minutes or 8 minutes to go.
Okay.
8 minutes.
Yeah, let's see how quick we can get this done. So next up is the ginger carrots with cardamom. I was thinking about what spice do I want to use, and it came to me, oh, of course, cardamom. I love cardamom, and I think the combination is going to be fabulous. So I am finishing up with the prepping. Again, prepping is really all the work. Beauty is about fermentation is the cooking is done unattended in the jars, so that's good. So I have the ginger peeled and washed. I'm ready to slice those. I have some carrots peeled. You just have to wash these, and then Megan, if you can help me peel the rest of the carrots.
Okay.
I'm just going to chop them up and then get started. And then actually, we have a lot of the brine left. Might even have enough.
Hot peppers.
I know, hot peppers. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started on making the carrots with ginger. I decided to use the formioli jar that comes with the Aperitivo because I have about 4 pounds of carrots, and I think I have enough to fill this jar. So again, this is what comes with the Art of Aperitivo set. It's fabulous. It's going to look beautiful too. What I decided to do is to cut these in slices. There's many different ways to cut up the carrots, but in this case, I'm just going to cut them into the rounds. When I do giardiniera, a lot of times I'll put them into sticks, or again, there's so many different ways. But this time I'm just going to do them in rounds. And then the same thing with the ginger.
We have 5 minutes to go.
Okay.
5 minutes.
Great. Feel faster. Feel faster. No, I'm kidding. Oh my gosh. I can taste the pepper.
Oh, really?
It's good. I know. I want to put pepper in.
Oh, good. Might have a little spice in it.
So, first I'm going to put some cardamom in. I usually don't measure, but this time I will. Yeah. I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of cardamom in. Now, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. So I'll go ahead and move this. And now I'm just going to layer carrots and ginger. The ginger I'm slicing thinner than the carrots. I love the combination of ginger, carrots, cardamom. Love it. So,
And when they're cut smaller like that and there's more surface area, they tend to ferment quicker, right?
yes, although these are pretty thick, but yes, carrots are so dense. The smaller they're cut, the more surface area, and it can ferment quicker. Salt plays a part.
2 minutes to go.
All right,
2 minutes to the end of our Kickstarter.
Awesome.
Any more brine in that?
Might. You can see how quick this goes. Yeah, we might be 1 minute over. This is looking fabulous.
Another half a quart.
1 minute.
1 minute to
It's
go.
gonna be perfect timing.
Yeah, this is great. So it's amazing how much we were actually able to get done in a short amount of time. We did a honey garlic. We did 5 peppers, right? 5 pints.
Yeah.
And then this huge jar of carrots and ginger with cardamom. Oh, I think I'm going to do one more. And it looks like this is about it. And we're ready to brine.
Bring that up.
Is this right?
Yeah, they're both.
4 o'clock.
Woo!
Woo!
Thanks everybody for pledging. We really appreciate it. We can't wait to get your pledges out to you.
It's fun.
And we will do another workshop showing part 2. So we'll probably eat some of the stuff that's edible, that's ready. And then we will actually do the hot sauce.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll also do the beer. So we will have probably 2 more workshops actually coming.
And how can people be notified of those workshops, Karen?
We will notify everybody via Kickstarter. I believe we still might be able to do Kickstarter live even though the project's over, I'm assuming. So we will do an update via that. We're also videotaping a lot of this, so we will be taking snapshots and some clips for the ebook download. So
And Facebook, if you haven't
and Facebook.
liked our page, can always be updated there.
Awesome.
I can use this to.
I think so. I think I'm going to
Ooh,
use
using our hack,
Yeah,
the whisk ball hack. Love it.
multi-purpose because you can also
use it for smoothies.
use it for smoothies.
Love it. I love it. I cannot wait to see this ferment. Okay, so this is it. Really, within an hour, we got a ton done.
Yeah.
This was fabulous. Thanks, everybody. We have balloons. Woo! Yay!
One doesn't make
I don't want to look
No! Woo!
Not to look like Hillary. Awesome. Thanks, everybody, for joining.
Thanks,
See you
everybody.
soon.